Hello everyone, my name is Jack Audioso, and I am going to be presenting the findings of my study on teacher perceptions of students utilizing AI in classroom activities. So a little about me. I'm a graduate student at SUNY Oneonta studying to become certified as an educational technology specialist, and you can reach out to me for any questions or collaboration at gaudiojack@gmail.com. So some research context. This study was conducted at a Long Island high school. The district is located in a suburban area, and students perform well on standardized testing. All students have access to Chromebooks, and we have a fantastic IT department to assist with any technological issues students may have. And some of the current challenges that this study is trying to solve is that students are already using AI to complete assignments, but with a lack of formal integration can lead to educational gaps and students only knowing how to use AI unethically. So for the problem statement, there's a limited AI integration into the classroom. This is a missed opportunity because AI is only going to continue improving, and students will need to develop their AI literacy to be prepared for life after high school. And a quote from an assistant principal helps explain this. They say education needs to embrace this new technology rather than fight it. Teachers that embrace it will be successful and will train their students for this new world. So the purpose of the study can be summed up with a pyramid. At the very bottom, the baseline is to discover teacher perceptions and beliefs of AI integration in the classroom. Then when we move up, we can determine where teachers support AI in education and how opinions can change when introduced to different ways AI could actually be used in the classroom. And at the very top, we can create targeted trainings to support AI integration into the classroom. So, what are the research questions? The first question is, what are teacher perceptions of students using AI as part of a lesson? The second question is, what focus should professional development take for teachers to feel better prepared to enhance students' learning through AI? So before any of this, we need to understand the technology acceptance model. This is a framework for understanding how new technology is adopted by society. There are two major components. The first one is perceived usefulness, and the second is perceived ease of use. Perceived usefulness is where a technology will only be adopted by society if people believe it is actually useful to them. If you don't see a new technology as useful, you're not going to buy it, you're not going to use it. Also, perceived ease of use, even if you see a new technology as useful. If it's not easy to use, if it's complex, you're probably not going to use it as well. Understanding where teachers fall under these two categories with implementing AI in the classroom can help us target professional development based on their contemporary needs. So for the methodology, this was a qualitative study collecting teacher perceptions through questionnaires. There were two phases of the questionnaires, and all confidentiality was maintained throughout the entire research process. So the participants included 19 teachers from the same high school, representing a wide range of subject areas. This was a diverse group, encompassing multiple age ranges and various teaching experiences, as well as various familiarities with technology and knowledge of AI. So for the data collection process, this study, before anything else was done, was given approval by the SUNY institution. It was given its IRB approval and was given permission by the school principal to be conducted. Participants were emailed about the study. Every single teacher was emailed from the school, and there were flyers hung up in the department rooms to encourage participation. And the first questionnaire assessed initial perceptions of AI in the classroom, while the second questionnaire explored evolving perceptions with additional AI information and the professional development desires teachers have. So when collecting all the data, I used in vivo codes to identify frequent topics and phrases participants mentioned. I then categorized these codes to reflect participant values and beliefs, as well as sorting them into three main categories. The first category was AI is positive. The second was professional development is needed. And the third is AI is negative. So I also, during all this, would cross-check responses for consistency and authentication. And I would make sure that the questionnaires were capturing the perceptions about AI in education as well. So 4 major themes came up. The first was skepticism surrounding AI use and students using it. The second was teachers need to learn how to mitigate AI use. The third was an openness to AI in the classroom when you explore the potentials. And the fourth was the need for professional development. So the first theme, skepticism. Participants expressed a lot of skepticism that AI would even be useful in their classroom. This goes back to the technology acceptance model. Teachers do not see AI as useful in their classrooms. This is because there are concerns about cheating or plagiarism, as well as AI lowering critical thinking skills. There's this idea that if students use AI to get the answers, they're not actually using their critical thinking skills. And one participant wrote, "Absolutely not. I think students do not have the maturity or discipline to appropriately utilize it when asked about AI implementation into their classroom." Now, perceptions increased with most teachers with more information. Now, it's important to mention that not every teacher had their perceptions increase, but a lot of them did. When they learned about different ways AI could be used, this led to interest in learning more with professional development. And a major component was if participants believe that AI is reliable, that this specific AI is reliable, they are more likely to at least look into it. And one participant wrote, "The more concrete and safe it is, the better I would feel." There is a need for mitigating AI. Many participants expressed a desire to have more professional development in learning how to even identify when AI is being used. One participant said that they are not able to tell when the students are handing in work that is actually theirs and not AI generated. And another participant said that this is their next challenge. How do I get the students not to copy and paste the AI information, but to use it as another valuable resource? How do I know if it is plagiarized? I do not want to wrongly accuse students and have them mistrust me. So this is showing a need for professional development in mitigating AI. And there is a call for professional development. Professional development is, of course, always necessary when you introduce a new technology into education. And participants expressed a desire for more professional development on AI. Most participants describe themselves as having a medium or low AI literacy. Now, another key component that this study found was that the professional development must relate to the content that teachers are actually teaching on how AI could improve it. And one participant wrote, "Anything that would pertain to my subject matter that I teach," referring to math, when asked where they would like professional development to be on. Now, this participant's quote here helps sum up how a lot of the participants felt. They wrote, "I can't keep up as much as I would like. Teachers need professional development time to grasp and learn how to integrate these new AI platforms into their curriculum. Right now, I use my free time, but it is just not enough." So for the discussion, what are teacher perceptions of students using AI as part of a lesson? And what focus should professional development take for teachers to feel better prepared to enhance student learning through AI? So, there is ethical concerns with students using AI. Participants feared that students will use AI to cheat or plagiarize. They also don't know when students are using AI instead of creating their own original work. There is also a need for clear policies from the school district to address these concerns among the teachers. Now to professional development needs. Once again, we can focus on a pyramid. At the very bottom, there is a need to build AI literacy among teachers throughout all of education. As we move up, we can start to talk about AI accuracy, reliability, and ways that it can be used. And then at the very top, focus specifically on subject implementation strategies, how it can be related to their specific subjects. So the action plan. There is a need to improve AI literacy and build on the foundational knowledges of the AI capabilities. There is a need to prepare teachers to facilitate discussions on reasonable AI use with their students. And there's also a need for creative implementation strategies across multiple subject areas. So how will this actually be implemented into this school? There needs to be professional development and will be professional development on the new school AI platform that was approved by the district. One of these areas that it can talk about is personalized chatbots, which are spaces to facilitate learning and student engagement. There needs to be ongoing support, regular professional development throughout the year, and also the professional development through the school AI platform needs to be subject specific. There needs to be content specific applications across diverse curriculum areas and not focused on one specific overall use of AI in education. So in case you haven't ever seen School AI, it's very similar to Magic School, if you ever heard of that. So at the very top, we can talk about AI assistants to help you with things, such as a co-teacher to help you with any education questions, a curriculum coach to help you with a new curriculum, or a Common Core expert, or essay grader. Now at the bottom here, we have tools to enhance your activities, such as helping with lesson plans or rubrics or text leveler. And here's an example of a space used for students to engage with a chatbot to support their education. So how will this study help improve my teaching practices? Now I can apply the insights found from this study to solve common AI integration challenges teachers may have. We also now know where we should target professional development based on contemporary teacher needs. We can also share these strategies with colleagues for a collective improvement on AI use in the classroom. Finally, now we can talk about research findings based on this study. So to conclude, this study explored teacher perceptions of students using AI as part of their classroom and identified professional development needs at a Long Island high school. Using the technology acceptance model, we're able to find out if teachers see AI as useful, and now we know there is a need to solve this based on professional development needing to focus on their specific content areas. And also we can talk about if teachers see AI as being easy to use. So improving AI literacy can help teachers discover ways to actually use AI in their classroom. There needs to be ethical integration, professional development to address ethical considerations from students using AI. And to finish it off again, teachers need subject-specific training on using AI in their classrooms. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to collaborate with me in the future, please reach out at audiojack@gmail.com.